I would say I was home for about 3 years, and that's when I made a mistake and went back to the pen.
All right, now I know this just from being your homeboy. You have been, I believe, is Steve Wilkos.
Why were you looking for love in a prison? Are you in love with him? I gave you my life.
You was on a Steve Wilkos show,
Yep,
divorce court,
yep.
right?
7 days in Florida and extradited me all the way back. Judge, I was tired of running.
Shout out to Drina, man. Much love to Drina. I know when you got to talk about the exes, people don't want to hear that shit, especially your new girl don't want to hear about the exes. So much love and big shout out to Drina. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Drina's Haven. So this would be with the woman that you were with while you were incarcerated. Things ain't going too good. The hell makes you take it to divorce court? Divorce court. Let's go do this shit on TV on divorce court.
Let's get back to when I came home in 2018, June. When I came home, there had already been a 2-week notice in the apartment that I came home to.
Oh, so we got to back up a little bit more. So you came out in 2013.
That's the first time.
Okay, now you're saying you came out in 2018. You went
Yeah.
back in. You went in on a gun charge, right?
On the gun charge, yeah.
Called a gun charge. So you went back in. Now you're coming back out again.
Yeah, when I got
Right.
caught with a gun the second time, they sent me back. I went to Old Folsom in 2017, and then I came home in 2018.
Well, y'all lucky. You doing 5 out here for that all day.
It's 16 doubled up special out here.
No, you doing 5 for every single gun.
You
Boy,
get in
sit
trouble
back.
for the bullets?
I ain't give a shit about the bullets. You going to jail for the gun. You doing 5 flat on the gun.
They begging you for the bullets too out here.
Yeah, but you still not. That ain't adding up to 5 years. You just said you was
They
in and out.
go add it up.
You out here, you doing 5 on that gun, man.
I get locked up, and I'm in the county. I asked for a bail reduction. This real shit. I asked for a bail reduction from $1 million because that's how much my bail was.
Damn!
They dropped it to $750,000. I was about to take this deal anyway on Wednesday to go start my journey to the pen, but just on some GP. Let me get a bail reduction. $750,000. I look back at my sister like, yeah, it's gonna be a while. Yeah, sorry. I hate that you had to see this. I ain't bailing out, but thanks for coming though, sis.
Right.
Like, seen this. So about 10:30 that night, I'm on the phone because they give us phones into the late night. And I called a person I was with, like, hey, hey, how you doing? She said, why you didn't tell me your bail was $75,000? I was like, shit, what you mean 75? I heard him say 750. She said, no, it's in the computer, it's 75,000. And I'm at the bail bondsman right now trying to get you out. But the bail bondsman is the homies.
Yeah, he's gonna work with you.
They the homies. So they bailed me out for 2 bands on the contingency that when the bank opened, I'm gonna go to the safe deposit and get another 3. I call a huddle with the homies in the pod and tell them, hey, look, blood, I think they just fucked up on my bill and I'm about to be about this bitch. They was like, well, shit. They all got quiet and shit, went back to their bunk, and then I seen them huddle up on the other side. And then they push up on me, blood, we think all your canteen and everything should come to the homies. I was like, shit, if they called my name, y'all can have all that shit. Except like 2-3 beef sticks.
Yeah, that was a lock anyway.
Man, look, they called me out. And from then, that started a whole nother adventure.
Where do you go from there? Because you got trial coming up.
No, 32 and a half, which is like 16. So I'm really not trying to take this deal. I'm really not trying to take it, but I'm going to. I have no choice. So Monday is when they gave me that option. Wednesday is when I'm supposed to come take it. Monday night is, or that would be Tuesday morning, like 2:30 in the morning is when I bail out.
I know you. I already know you ain't got to tell me you did not go to court on Wednesday.
Hell no.
Y'all are sending me to prison. Y'all done fucked up on my bail and made it possible for me to get out. And you had to leave Cali. You can't stay in Cali.
And I went out. I got their money from the bank. Dropped off 3 bands. I think I got my loose ends in order. Made a couple plays, made a couple dollars. Drove to Reno the back way in California. Drove the back way to see if because I didn't know where I was gonna go. I promise you, I'm on the run now. I'm feeling like America's Most Wanted. I don't know where I'm going. And so I go to Reno. From Reno, I drive the back way to Vegas because there's a back road that you could take going from Reno straight down to Vegas. But it's all in Nevada. So I get to Vegas. I slept the night and woke up in the morning, and we threw everything with my name on it away. Driver's license, papers, everything, and abandoned the car, got some bus tickets, and went to Shreveport. I don't even know how we coming up with these places. You know, we got a certain amount of budget. We ain't broke, but we got a little bit, but we got a budget. So from Shreveport, we jumped on the bus and went back to Vegas and got the car. I ain't stopped till we got to Panama City, Florida. I only stayed there for a couple of nights. So then from there, we went to Tallahassee. I stayed in Tallahassee for probably about a month. But the thing about Tallahassee is that there is too many police there. I'm telling you, they got rangers, police, sheriffs, state police, something else y'all got out there too.
Police of the police of the police.
Yes, there's a federal pen in Tallahassee. So you got the federal police. That was just too much for being freshly on the run. So from there, I went to Orlando. And I stayed in Orlando. I used to sleep at a Walmart on Turkey Lane. All the while, I'm homeless, though. I'm living in my car. I'm sleeping in these Walmarts. I'm sleeping in these Home Depots on the run because I know I cannot go back home. That is not an option. I can't get a job out here, so I'm to the neck on how I'm going to survive.
How do you end up getting caught?
The person I was with, she was in the hospital. And I had just got my package from Cali, so shit, I needed some backwoods. And I went to the wrong store. And when I came out, there had just been a burglary because I could hear the alarm of a store. And the police was in front of the store. When I came riding by, that motherfucker seen my Durango and was like, breaker, breaker. Yep. By the time I made it to the light, they had surrounded me. And out there, they didn't even tell me to pull to the side of the road. They pulled me over in the middle of the street. Stop where you is, surrounding me, right? They put me in the back of the car. They're thinking I just broke into this store, this radio appliance, whatever it was. They're thinking I just broke into it. And to make matters worse, they even showed me that the description matched the car. It was similar to the car I was driving. The warrant came back. They took me to the Seminole County.
They drive you or fly you back?
I wish they would have flew me. That was a whole other traumatic experience in itself.
Oh, I can imagine. I can guarantee you was cut up from the cuffs, bruised.
My ass. That's just all I could think.
Yeah, hard ass seats.
You be in that little dog catcher van, and you be in a so uncomfortable of a position that your body just finally gives out. And just like wherever I'm at is where I'm gonna go to sleep.
So you come back, you get back to Cali, they break you off again. You go back to prison on the gun charge. You come out, you ain't been back since.
Ain't been back since.
What happened?
I got my mind right, boss.
You grew up.
That's what happened.
You grew up.
For real.
How does the Steve Wilkos and all that come into play, man? How do you end up on Steve Wilkos? Like you done 2 prison bids. You done been through hell and back. Badass kid, badass teenager. You done got into gangbanging. You done been through all out America on the run. You've been locked up all over California. You done got locked up here, locked up there. How do you end up on Steve Wilkos?
I mean, first I was on divorce court. That was where I was first. So basically I was on Craigslist and seen a talk show that was looking for contestants. So I didn't know if it would work. I just started, filling out the thing like, yeah, whoop de whoop whoop, and this is my.
Was you looking to get a divorce?
Not necessarily.
Just looking to get the compensation for going on the show.
I was looking to get that bag.
Okay.
It was shit. Once they told me how much they was paying, shit, we need that bag. And divorce court was $1,000 person. Damn! I got a check. She got a check. That set the stage. Like we knew if we could find that, then we could find another one. And within 30 days, Steve Wilkos had doubled up because they 2 different talk shows. So they doubled up. But Steve Wilkos was a little cheap, though. They didn't pay us much as nothing.
Now,
Like
what was your pretense for going on Steve Wilkos? I mean, what was your reason for going on there? Like I'm not the baby daddy, or what I mean. They've always got a topic. What was your reason for being on Steve Wilkos?
the topic was a horror housewife, but
Oh,
it was basically for cheating. It was for cheating.
was there any truth to it? Any substance to it?
Well, when the show ended, you know how Steve Wilco they do their last minute thing right before the show goes off. They really did something special for me, and they came on. It was like in the history of this show, we have never had anybody take a lie detector test, and we asked them, "Are you going to pass?" And they say they're going to fail. They were like, "Are you going to pass?" No, I'm not. So it said in the history of the show, nobody was ever so truthful.
I love change, man. I like to see people transform, come out on top, man. Because as you know, and we both know, a lot of guys didn't come out. A lot of guys that we met along the way will never come out. They won't never get this second or third chance at life that both of us have been blessed with. We both very similar in the fact that we spent a lot of time locked up in and out the system our whole lives, and we're out here and doing good. You do the YouTube, and you were recently on, and I know we can only talk about up to date with what's going on, but you recently was on TV again with
Yeah,
uh, with season 8 of 60 Days In.
Great candidate for this program because I've been there before. I'll never be in the cuffs, being this painful. You could die in a place like this.
yeah. So basically, like people want to know, like, what gave me the gall to even think that I could do that. And I'm gonna just say, like, if you think that I didn't run that by people that I respect, see, some people feel like because of who they are, like I'm supposed to run something by them. But I ran it by people that I respect. They gangster, and they not just from where I'm from. They from other parts of Sacramento, other parts of the country, like mines, like I said. And at the end of the day, like the difference between me and a lot of other contestants is that I know right from wrong.
Hmm.
I know right from wrong. Like I know what and what not to do. And
Yeah.
if there ever was a circumstance where it came to be somebody that knows right from wrong and how to operate in that situation, it would be me.
And the camera's watching. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? When
and
I
I know
when
that.
I watch these playbacks of people and the shit they did, I'm like, you knew like your purpose in being here. You knew the cameras is watching. You
Yes,
knew anything you did, they was gonna super use that shit. You know what I
yes,
mean, for views and to
yes.
to
And
to
I'm gonna
park
say
the
that
bus on your back.
this season was different in a sense because for the most part, this season ain't about telling on nobody like that. It ain't about that. And everybody's so geared up and looking for that. But there's a such thing as improving the circumstances of the jail. And if you listen to the promo, a lot of people spun it and said, these participants are going in there and they're giving us information. They spun it to how they wanted to see, but really she said information to help us improve the conditions of our jail. But
Make the
they
living
spun it
conditions better for the inmates.
right. But there's people that was spinning it like she's giving us info. But I understand that this season we fighting the sins of the contestants from the past.
Y'all got 7 seasons of some police ass people, man. Some people
7
getting
seasons of
told.
talent.
You had dudes coming, bring the police knives. Dudes bring the police drugs. You know what I mean? Like, and really get people jammed up that was locked up. So you can't really blame people when they get that thought of that assumption when you got 7 seasons of it prior to what's going on.
I mean, I think I weathered the storm nicely though, because I understand there's gonna be people that think how they think. And like I say, man, don't hold your breath. I'm gonna tell them to the people that are waiting to see me do something out of pocket. Don't hold your breath. And if you do, have a defibrillator real close by, because you're gonna die waiting for me to fuck up. I promise you. But some people want to feel important, so they talk shit and say, "So what made you decide to be an officer?" I told him, I said, I heard they had free weed. I said all type of stupid shit now. It's funny. It's funny to me though because I understand like these people keep coming at me, but they coming with the same pitch. Like I see them coming a mile away, and I could laugh at it. There was a time when like I promise you, like when I did the Big Herc interview, I did that. I did that before I did any of the other ones. When I did the Big Herc interview, I promise you, when he dropped the first story about the riot, when I had stabbed 5 people and the Christian on accident, like when he dropped that story, it made me look so much like a villain that I called him like, Herc, please take this video down.
But we are the villains sometimes, Dirt.
Hmm?
We are the villains sometimes. That's the truth of the matter. We want to be who we are these days, and we are, but it just is what it is. There are times that we've been the villains. I've been the villain most of my life, man.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you gotta own it. Like you just poking people the hell up. That's what you had to do in that moment. That's what you felt was necessary. That's where you felt you had to take it. And right or wrong, I get it. That's where you was at in that moment in life.
That was on that level 4, 180 yard. The worst of the worst. Like there's so many stories I can go on about on that yard alone.
So where you at today, man? Where's Dirt at today in life, man? Who are you today? We know who you were. Who are you now?
I'm creating content and I'm going through phases in life that damn, damn, damn. Okay, all right,
Getting
all right.
expensive.
But I'm at a stage in my life where I'm so motivated to giving back to my neighborhood because there's been so many people dying in my neighborhood by the pairs though, and like people always die in the hood, but just this season, this last 30 days has been rough on my neighborhood, so. I'm really trying to get involved, and that was something that I didn't used to do. Like I'd be like, yeah, community, whatever, until I moved right back to the very hood I'm from. You know, I want to give back, and I think there's things that I can do. Whatever my calling may or may not be, there's things I could do to give back. And I already give to the homeless through a nonprofit organization called Alternative Life Solutions that me and Drina run. We fill up bags and just right now we probably gonna hand out like bottled water and little fans, little battery power fans. To right now we in a cold heat wave right now. Like today was 108. Tomorrow gonna be 109. So on my channel, look forward to more prison content. I'm gonna admit like my channel was direct. It was different directionals at one time, but now you tune into. You think you like Jay Williams stories? Well, watch when I get started.
Hey
Jay
man,
Williams.
I know a
Jay
lot of your stories, man.
Hey man, who was the first YouTuber you seen telling stories?
That was you. That was you. You just I think where you messed up and we talked about this is you strayed from the path.
Yeah,
I
I
think had
started.
you was stuck to the script, really stuck to the script and do like what I do, just pump them videos out and make it prison related and prison content, you probably be interviewing me right now. It's probably be the other way around.
To get passed up is something that you pretty much was one of the first. It's a cold feeling, but you know it's humbling as well to know that I'm still here regardless. Because there's people that had more subs than me that came and went.
Oh, or that got all the way to the top and became hated.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? You can get a 500,000 followers, you get 1,000,000 followers, and all it takes is one wrong move and 1,000,000 people hate you.
yeah.
They
Real
loved you
shit.
yesterday, and them same people tomorrow will be in your comment section, smoking your boots, roasting your ass, hating you, making videos about you after video about you. Like it can turn from love to hate real quick, man. It's all
Yeah,
in what you do with it. Remember that.
yeah,
That's real.
yeah. So man, but I could say today I made a conscious decision to close some doors because distractions, man. Time is the most valuable thing, and because you can't get it back. And I promise you, like people can be time robbers. They can be time robbers with they nonsense in certain genres. That's talking about nothing, about nothing. And you get caught up in it, it's like a damn soap opera. Like you
Next you
look
know, you
up,
got years invested in nothing.
man, you look up and you know the whole storyline back and forth. But how many hours did you just donate?
Right. Well, let everybody know where they can find you at, man. How can they find you? Are you on Instagram? You on TikTok? You let everybody know where they can find you at. I'll also make sure I link everything in the bio so you can check it out there as well.
I'm on Instagram as Clydell from 60 Days In. I'm on Twitter as Clydell from 60 Days In. I'm on YouTube as well. You know, it's dirty weather, always dirty weather, but Clydell from 60 Days In, aka Dirty Weather. Uh, I'm on Facebook, Dirty Weather's fan page. And if anybody want to link up and do an interview, my email was curty92679 at gmail.com.
To anybody watching, anybody that was once you, that was once lost, that didn't listen to their mother, that ran the streets wild, that thought they knew it all, that wanted to do it their way. If you could give them any advice, what would it be?
Man, listen to your parents. Like, they speak it from experience. Hopefully, you know your parents is cool, because even though they might not be doing right, they still gonna tell you right. And then allow yourself to go through the natural process of a kid, because once you lose your innocence, you lose a lot more. You lose a lot. Like, you lose things that you can never get back, like the little joyous things that you used to feel riding your bike, playing your video games, hanging with your friends. Next thing you know, you look up one day and your innocence is gone, and now you're carrying guns and doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. So I'm gonna say, listen to your parents and enjoy your childhood while you still got it.
Damn, that shit gave me chills, man. I lost my childhood. I'm with you. I did, man. Well, it's been a pleasure as always, man. We're gonna get this out, get this dropping out to the people, get some responses, get them to get some questions for you. Let the 60 days in season get a little further down the line, because we can't do no spoilers. We can't speak on anything that ain't already been spoken on, and to have you back on for follow up. In the meantime, you know what your job is. Your job is to get them
Pump it
videos
out.
out. 'Cause these people coming looking, they're gonna see this video. They're gonna come to your channel. They're gonna be expecting them videos. And if this is what you want to do, you got to get the gab. You got the history. You just got to
So
do it.
for
Ain't
sure.
nobody gonna do it for you. You got to do it.
Hey y'all, hey, those to people that's watching, don't be afraid to start at the first video. And I'm gonna tell you that what the video that I'm gonna drop after this is gonna be the very, very first prison story I ever told and posted, and that was in 2014. I'm gonna post the first prison story, and it was a prison story video, and you're gonna be able to tell that person was the same person that started there. He just had to go through some shit, but he had the guy there. That guy had the right idea though. We'll post that video first, so check it out, man. Run them numbers up. Dirty Weather 916.
Hey man, you already know what it is. I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in once again. Thank y'all for watching. You know, here we are at Jay Williams Let's Live Life with my guy Dirty Weather 916. As always, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all be safe out there. I love y'all and salute.
Go.